and Portugal. Let's kick off with Team Greece representing player number 1, Ioannis Krompoutis. Player number 2, Antonios. Player number 5, Alvin Fonsi. Player number 7, Adriano Pedrani. Player number 8, Gloria. Player number 9, Charako. And as the coach of Team Greece, Antonios Anastos. The assistant coach, Christoforos Zopoulos. And staff, Yannis Smak. And the Portugal player number 2, Alexander Almeida. Player number 3, Fabio Oliveira. Player number 4, João Sousa. Player number 6, João Macedo. Player number 7, Tomas Delfin. And player number 8, João Aguiar de Sousa. Head coach of Portugal, Timo Leitinen. The assistant coach, Ruben Leonel. And the staff, Diogo Correa. Working as the referees is this matchup, Riley Tsipura and Andrea Gillian. Good luck everyone.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Day 2 of the Pool B IBSA Goalball European Championships 2021 from Lahti in Finland. Well, what a day we had yesterday in Day 1 of the championships. This stream is focusing on the men's side of the competition, and there were 10 brilliant matches that we had yesterday. Lots of tight matches, lots of surprising results, lots of twists and turns throughout the day. And after day 1 of competition, both sides have played 2 games. And as it stands, it's very tight in both groups. But our first game will focus on Greece against Portugal. And this one is coming from Pool A of the men's side of the championships. Now, Greece currently top of the table in Pool A, only on goal difference. They have a plus 10 goal difference. Greece got the championships underway with a 10-0 victory over Romania. And they've completed that game inside the first half. And then they were involved in a titanic battle with Israel in their second game, a 6-6 draw in a game that twisted one way, then the next. It was a brilliant game, arguably the game of the championships so far. As for Portugal, well, they've won one and lost one. They got off to a losing start against Russia in a game that they were winning for large parts, and then Russia came in right at the end to snatch the victory. And then they hit back against a very spirited Romania side. And it was 2-2 for a long time in that game, up until the final few minutes where Portugal, thanks to the class of João Mota de Sousa and Fabio Oliveira, won them the game 6-2 in the end. So they are currently in the table third, just ahead of Russia on goal difference by plus 2 goal difference, Portugal. So they are mid-table in Pool A. So a big opportunity for both of these sides. Greece with a win here would really push them ahead and pile on, secure them their top 4 finish. And Portugal, well, a win here would make them go above Greece in the pool. So just a reminder, of course, that this is a big championships for all of these sides. The top 3 go through to the Pool A championships. And the Pool A championships, where you have the chance of qualifying for the World Championships in 2022 in China and the 2024 Paralympics in Paris. So Greece are in all white shirts with black trousers, whereas Portugal have got a changed strip for today in a red shirt and black bottoms. Some of them are wearing red socks as well. It's a darkish red shirt with a white sleeve going over the top of the shoulder. So we're just under a minute away from our first game of day 2 here at the Pool B IBSA Goalball European Championships 2021. It is so good to have international goalball back on our screens once again after 15 months away. The last international goalball championships was the African Championships back in March 2020. It's been a long road to get here, but we're delighted to be back, and a huge congratulations has to go to everyone who has put on this event, the players, the officials, the volunteers, and of course the hosts of this tournament, which is the Power-Lati Olympic and Paralympic Training Centre, which is located on the eastern side of Lahti, with Lahti about an hour away from Helsinki. So let's just quickly run through the 2 starting threes. Portugal will throw first from right to left from the officials' table, with Greece from left to right. Portugal, they have number 3, Fabio Oliveira, number 5, João Mota de Sousa, and number 6, João Macedo. We have Greece, have number 1, Yannis Skoman-Poutis, number 2, Anthasios Shatsipantu, and number 5, Altin Lessi. Well, João Mota de Sousa. And we've got off to the perfect start. João Mota de Sousa, he was lethal yesterday for Portugal with 6 goals, and now he's added his 7th to these championships. Well, this is going to be a fascinating battle between João Mota de Sousa and Shatsipantu. Here is Fabio Oliveira going down the right-hand side. A diagonal throw from Shatsipantu. He's got venom in those throws as Shatsipantu scored 9 in the first game of the day yesterday against Romania. But it's the perfect start here for Portugal inside the first minute. João Mota de Sousa with 3 goals in both of the games against Russia and Romania yesterday. Altin Lessi, another key member of this Greece side, playing on the right side of the 3. Here is Fabio Oliveira. Central shot, Altin Lessi with a block, diving to his right. Well, João Mota de Sousa, not only does he score goals, but he defends the goal very well also. He is such an important cog in the wheel for Portugal. As is this match, Shatsipantu. He has been a mainstay for this Greece men's side for many years, and he's just had an effort that's been superbly blocked there by Fabio Oliveira. Shatsipantu with the block diving to his left. Well, 29 goals Shatsipantu scored in the Group A European Championships 2019 back in Rostock. Feels a long time ago when we were in Rostock for those Pool A Championships. And Shatsipantu, well, he scored 29 goals. He was the 2nd highest scorer overall in those championships. However, Greece finished 8th and meant they were demoted to Pool B. Here is Alton Lessie through the centre. Comfortable save in the end there for João Macedo. Didn't play much in the first game, João Macedo. He had a bigger say in the second game of the day against Romania. Pantu just coming towards a right of centre position and just launching that ball forward, that it's shielded from João Mota de Sousa, and he opts to go diagonally from left, the bottom corner to the top left-hand corner of the Greece goal, but it's wide of the mark. Alton Lessie just standing right of centre of his goal, opts to go down the centre. It's slicked up. Is it saved? It's not. It's into the back of the net. And Greece have their first goal of day 2. And it's Alton Lessie with the goal. Good save down to the left by Shakti Pantu. The return from Shakti Pantu, saved by João Macedo. That is Alton Lessie's second goal of these championships. Of course, most of the work in terms of the goal scoring comes from Shakti Pantu, but Alton Lessie has been a key figure in this Greece side. Shakti Pantu now, all down the centre. He's just got such a powerful arm, Shakti Pantu. Every time he has the ball in his hands, everyone is on the edge of their chairs, waiting for what will happen next. Here is Alton Lessie, though. He is the goal scorer this morning for Greece. One apiece so far. João Mota de Sousa with a fizzing effort down the left side is stopped by Alton Lessie diving to his right, and he opts to give it to his teammate Shakti Pantu. He in turn fires it back at João Mota de Sousa. Comfortable save. Here is Fabio Oliveira. 3 goals against Romania in the second game for Portugal yesterday. Pantu now. The stinging effort. Oh, and it's flicked onto the crossbar. Well, he just managed to shun the ball onto the crossbar, did Fabio Oliveira. Did well. And here is Shakti Pantu again. Steady tempo to this game so far. Oh, good save down to the left from João Macedo, getting down well to react and stop the ball from going any further. Shakti Pantu now blocking the ball. Alton Lessie on the left side of the goal, goes down the centre. Comfortable for João Macedo. Fabio Oliveira with the effort that's blocked by Yannis Skorpuntis. He's been between Skorpuntis or Adriano Bazzani for that role in the central spot of the 3. Adriano Bazzani played a big chunk of the first game. Skorpuntis came in for the second. Here is Shakti Pantu, just wide of the mark. Well, Shakti Pantu is in the top 3 for the goal scoring charts at the moment. Dan Ropo with 19 goals yesterday, leading the way in the top scorers charts. And then Marcin Sawicki of Poland with 13 is the second. And I'm sure Shakti Pantu will be wanting to break his way to the top of those charts come the end of the championships. Lots of talk yesterday that Greece and Montenegro are the 2 teams to watch in this men's championships. Great Britain, well, they are the only team with a 100% record so far, those 2 wins out of 2. Here is Shatsipantu throwing from left to right from the official side of the table, and it's into the back of the net. Shatsipantu, it deflected of Giacomo de Sousa, and there is Shatsipantu's first goal of day 2 of these championships. And that brings him level with Marcin Sawinski on 13 goals so far. Shatsipantu now. And João Macedo just smothered the ball. He landed on it, and he's going to throw it himself. He returns back to Shatsipantu, who comfortably pushes the ball away to his left. Lessie now with a stinging effort. That's blocked by the feet of João Macedo. And here is Fabio Oliveira. A skidding effort down the centre of the court is saved by Scorin Putis, and Shatsipantu now will have the opportunity to throw from the left-hand side. He opts to go diagonally normally, but he goes down the left touchline. Comfortable save by Fabio Oliveira. So, just under 6 minutes to go of this first half. It's been a tight, tense affair, only 3 goals. But Greece edge it. Only just by the 1 goal. Oh, brilliant diving save down to the right by Alton Lessie. Giacomo de Sousa getting Portugal off to a great start this morning with that goal inside the first minute, and he returns the shot quickly, and it's comfortably saved by Alton Lessie, who just takes a moment to breathe, and he's going to go from a central position, and he goes to the left of the Portugal goal, and it's saved. So Portugal in their red shirts today, change strip from their green one of yesterday. And the balls just bobble around in the front of the Greece goal line, and it's saved by Shatsipantu. And he's going to come from the left-hand side, goes centrally. Easy block in the end by João Macedo. And timeout call with just over 5 minutes of the first half remaining. Now, just to give you a bit of a flavour of what's to come later. Next, we have Sweden taking on Poland, and Sweden, well, I wonder what they'll be thinking this morning. They need to get some kind of result to have it, get themselves into those quarter-final spots. Whereas Poland, well, they lost out to Montenegro, but they secured a win over Italy later on in the afternoon yesterday. We're back underway here with Giacomo de Sousa. So Sweden against Poland will be coming up next. Here is Alton Lessie, bouncing, fizzing effort that's blocked by Fabio Oliveira. Oliveira down the left-hand side, and it's comfortably saved by Shatsipantu. Technical timeout here, as Fabio Oliveira just needs to redo his laces. At the moment, Greece leading by 2 goals to 1. Under 5 minutes remaining of this first half. Greece leading the Pool A of the Men's Championships. Only on goal difference, though, by 10 plus 10 goal difference. That's now plus 11 as it stands with 7 points. So 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, and nothing for a loss, of course. Shatsipantu going diagonal with a venomous effort that's blocked by Fabio Oliveira. Here is Shatsipantu again with another stinging effort down the centre of the court. Is blocked by João Macedo, and Giacomo de Sousa returns. It's blocked by Alton Lessie, does well in the end. Alton Lessie returns to that top right corner of the goal. Fabio Oliveira, a bouncing, stinging effort. And it's just trapped underneath the body of Ioannis Scum and Poutis, who does well in the end. And now here's Shatsi Pandu. This is the man you want. It's a stinging effort. Is it going to be saved? Oh, just and only just Fabio Oliveira with a diving effort to try and stop it from going any further. But that power of Shatsi Pandu, it really is a weapon to have in this Greece side. And Greece now lead by 3-1. Alton Lessie now. Fizzing effort to the top right. Blocked by Fabio Oliveira. Here is Oliveira again. A wicked effort that's stopped by Ioannis Scum and Poutis. Pandu now. And now João Mota de Sousa has his effort blocked. Well, Portugal have been a mainstay in the Pool B Championship, European Championships. And they're just sort of progressing slightly every time they perform in these Pool Bs. They finished 8th in the 2016 European Championships when Porto were the hosts. And they finished 5th in the last Pool B European Championships in Poland in 2018. Can they improve on that? Could they even sneak into the top 3? It's going to be a tough ask for Portugal, but you never know. There's been some fascinating results so far. But Greece at the moment are leading and at the moment on course to top the group outright. Here is Shatsi Pandu now. Shatsi Pandu with another effort down the centre of the court. Fabio Oliveira with a wicked effort that's blocked by Ioannis Scum and Poutis. Here is Alton Lessie. Just a technical timeout here from the officials. And the players, I think, are just forgotten to tie their shoelaces this morning, or not tight enough anyway. That's the second player of the morning. Alton Lessie this time. Just needs to redo his shoelaces. But we're going to get back underway. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left on the clock in this first half. And Greece lead by 3-1 after a perfect start for Portugal inside the opening minutes by João Mota de Sousa. Greece have turned this one around. Here is Alton Lessie looking for that corner again. It's blocked by Fabio Oliveira. Oliveira with a stinging effort. Shatsi Pandu, just off radar that time. João Mota de Sousa, he is the key man in this Portugal squad, and he's going diagonally, and it's blocked by Scum and Poutis. Well, Mota de Sousa was the top scorer, Portugal's top scorer, certainly in the 2018 B European Championships in Poland with 18. And here is João Mota de Sousa, stands tall and launches it down the centre of the court. And it's in, João Mota de Sousa. He's got his second. And Portugal are back in this one. They needed the next goal, and they've got the next goal. And there's a timeout here. Well, a really important goal that for Portugal and João Mota de Sousa. That's his 8th of the competition. 3 in each game, and he's on course to at least get potentially 3 in this one as well, João Mota de Sousa. And the Portugal substitutes standing up and just going through a few warm-ups, keeping themselves fresh. Alexandre Almeida, Thomas Delphin and João Aguilera de Sousa here on the bench. Here's Shatsi Pandu. after the restart. Fabio Oliveira returns diagonally, fizzing efforts, blocked by Alton Lessie on the right of the Greece goal. Gianluca De Sousa now. He goes centrally, he goes for that same spot where he got his second goal. So, a minute remaining of this first half. Only a goal separating the two sides, and Shatti Pantu put everything into that. Huge run up there from Shatti Pantu. Comfortable save in the end there for Skomran Putis, and now here is Alton Lessie. Alton Lessie fires it down the right side of the court, blocked. And a bit wayward there from De Sousa. Oh, and Greece have restored their 2-goal advantage. An important goal just before the break. In what has been a tight game so far, and they've just got a bit of breathing space now of Greece. There's that man, Shatti Pantu, who now is the second highest scorer in the championships with 14. Is the end of the first half, and Greece lead by 4-2 after Portugal got off to a perfect start inside the opening minutes. Thanks to Gianluca De Sousa, Greece have hit back. It's 4-2 at the break. So, just about to get back underway for the second half. No changes to either side. So, for Portugal, we have number 3, Fabio Oliveira, 5, Gianluca De Sousa, and 6, João Macedo. As for Greece, we have number 1, Ioannis Skomran Putis, number 2, Anthanthios Shatti Pantu, and number 5, Alton Lessie. Well, it's a great game to start day 2. It's twisted and turned as predicted, with Portugal taking the advantage in the opening minutes and Greece just turning it around and getting that 2-goal lead going into the break, just before the break, by Shatsipantu. Who else would it be, of course? Are we going to see some changes throughout this second half? So Greece will be throwing from left to right, with Portugal from right to left. Greece in all white shirts with blue letters and numbering, with Portugal in red shirts with white letters and numbering. Shatsipantu fires again, first throw of the second half, and it's blocked by Oliveira. Oliveira returns down the centre of the court, saved. Here is Alton-Lesti with a bobbling, bouncing effort, and that's saved. Well, these two sides met in the 2018 European Championships back in Poland, and they met in the quarter-final stage, which Greece came out on top. And so Portugal are behind once again to their foes here this morning. Oh, and a good effort from Shatsipantu. It's in. He's got another. And now Greece are just starting to pull away here. And Shatsipantu has been instrumental in that this morning. Here's Cham de Sousa. This is the man they need if they want to get back into this game. Alton-Lesti now launched the ball down the centre of the court, and he has his effort blocked by João Macedo. Shatsipantu with another effort diagonally. Alton-Lesti. Oh, it just went underneath João Macedo, but de Sousa was there. And now here's Fabio Oliveira. Oh, he put a lot of venom into that one. Alton-Lesti did well to dive to his right. Reacted really well with Alton-Lesti. Shatsipantu with the driving effort through the centre of the court. Here is Cham de Sousa, who switched over to the right now. Him and Oliveira have just switched sides. João Macedo stayed. Stayed in the centre. Here is Oliveira. Oh, it just went past Schoolman Putis, but Alton-Lesti was there to cover. And here's Shatsipantu with another stinging effort that is diverted away well in the end by Fabio Oliveira. Well, the last time Greece were in the European B Championships, they reached the gold medal match back in Porto in 2000. In Poland, I should say, back in 2018. Well, here's Alton-Lesti. Oh, good bouncing effort that's superbly blocked by João Macedo. There is the timeout. First time out of the second half, with Greece leading by 5-2. So yes, Greece got to the gold medal match back in the 2018 Pool B European Championships in Poland. Unfortunately lost to Ukraine 12-2 in the end. Finished at second overall. But it did mean they qualified for Pool A, so as much as a gold medal would be high on the list of priorities for these teams this weekend, top 3 space would qualify them for the Pool A European Championships. Pantu again. And Alton Lessie was just fearful of running out of time there, and he just has to switch the ball over. Pantu. Oh, it's a stinging effort that's saved by Cham. Substitution here for Portugal. Fabio Oliveira has come off the field, and he's going to be replaced by number 7, Thomas Delphim. There is Monta de Sousa bouncing effort there towards the bottom right corner of the Greece goal. Dealt with well by Alton Lessie. And just a technical timeout. The officials just meeting in the middle of the court here. And we're going to get back underway. There's Pantu. Thomas Delphim with that block there, but now it's Pantu again. What can he muster up? Down the centre again. It's blocked, but it's only into the back of the net. And Pantu is in fine form again this morning. Here is Thomas Delphim with his first throw. Oh, he's going towards the goal. Oh, Pantu, well, that was just trickling towards the net, and he just got a foot onto that one. Pantu now with a diagonal throw that's blocked by Monta de Sousa. And he opts to throw back at Pantu, and he's got it in. Monta de Sousa. It's 6-3. Alton Lessie now from the right, goes through the centre, blocked by Cham. Here is Thomas Delphim. Delphim goes through the centre as well, but has his effort shielded. There is Pantu. Goes to the corner, and Monta de Sousa covers the goal. And does well.
Αλλάζει το κέντρο, προσέξτε. Αυτός κάνει αντεπιθέσεις. Θέλω εσείς να παγώνετε συνέχεια το παιχνίδι.
Monta de Sousa has actually come off here for Portugal. And he's going to replace by number 2, Alexandre Almeida.
Εντάξει, Σάκη και τα μέσα έξω, στον φρέσκο. Αυτός κάνει αντεπιθέσεις από το κέντρο, αλλά κάνει και λάθη. Πολλές φορές κάνει λάθη.
See now, with the effort, it's stopped by Almeida, who's coming to the central position here for Portugal. And playing on the right, here's Thomas Delphine, who goes diagonal, and it goes wide. Well, this is an interesting move. Oh, and it's gone through Shatsu Pantu. The venomous effort that's sliced open the Portugal defence. Oh, just to confirm, and just a correction, it is João Mota de Sousa is still on the court, and it's João Macedo who has come off for Alexandre Almeida. Alton Lessie now with the effort, has it blocked. Mota de Sousa, and it's wide. At the moment, he's Portugal's only really goal-scoring outlets. He needs help from his teammates here. Oh, and an effort from Shatsu Pantu. Well, it was goal-bound, and a sliding save from Almeida stops it from becoming 8 for Greece. But at the moment, Greece are on course. Wide of the mark from Almeida. Equipment check. And they're just getting the brush out onto the courts. So, just a reminder, our next game coming from the men's side of the competition. We'll see Sweden take on Poland. So we have the Women's Championships going on at the moment as well, with the first game starting in half an hour's time between Spain and Poland. That will be on a separate live stream for you. And the women's side of the draw, Denmark and Finland are currently at the top of that group. Only one group in the Women's Championship, 6 teams competing. Thomas Delphine now, with a fizzing effort down the centre of the court, saved. Alton Lessie, oh, he's got it in. It is in for Alton Lessie. He'll be delighted with that. He worked so hard for this Greece team, and now Greece have got a 5-goal advantage over Portugal, and it's a long way back now for the team in red. Shatsu Pantu with the effort. Oh, good save in the end. Crossbar by Almeida. Here is Thomas Delphine, has his effort blocked. Alton Lessie. Oh, and a good return here from João Mota de Sousa is blocked by Skolman Poutis, who has done a really good job in the centre for Greece today. It's been between him and Adriano Bezzani for that central spot, but Skolman Poutis got the nod this morning for the first game. Typical timeout here for the officials to check the eyewear of Skolman Poutis. Greece haven't made a change so far. Coach is happy with how it's going. Oh, a spinning effort from Alton Lessie. He's done a couple of those throughout the championship so far. They've been very deceiving for the players. Very clever technique. Alton Lessie covers his right post well. Well, João Mota de Sousa, he needs help from his teammates. He can't do it by himself. Oh, and the ball just rolls into the back of the net from Shatsu Pantu. is now edging closer and closer to the top scorer charts, where Dan Roper is currently top off with 19. And Greece are finishing this game off in style at the moment. 9-3. Here is Alton Lessie. Good block from Mota de Sousa. De Sousa with a diagonal throw. Shatipantu does well. Save there from Alton Lessie. It's Thomas Delphine. Well, Portugal's next match. With the timeout just called there with 3 minutes 54 seconds to go. Portugal will take on Israel. So 2 tough games for Portugal today. Israel, before the start of this game, were joint top with Greece. Israel finishing yesterday off with a 7-4 win. Michael Ruzin, a key player.
Ετοιμάσου, Χάρη, ετοιμάσου. Εντάξει.
Oh, Shatipantu again and again. What a second half he's having, Shatipantu. The 10 is up for Greece, and what a second half it's been from Greece. They were leading 4-2 at the break, and now they lead 10-3. They've scored 6 goals in this second half compared to Portugal's 1, and that is the difference. It's been a ruthless second half. Cham de Sousa looks to respond quickly, but Alton Lessie again is there to cover.
Έτσι είναι, Αντώνη, διαγώνια και οι δύο.
Και οι δύο διαγώνια, αγωμένο παιχνίδι.
Έχουμε 10. Δεν το κάνεις.
Πάρτο ρε. Πόσο έχει?
Όχι λάθος. Έχει ακόμη 3,5 λεπτά.
Έφυγε η κοπέλα.
Περίμενε. Έφυγε.
Έχεις 10.
So, 3 minutes 29 seconds remaining of this second half, and Greece, well, they're cruising this. It's been a blistering second half from Greece. And they've scored 10 goals in a game for the second time in these championships. They won the first game of the championships, in fact, yesterday against Romania, 10-0. It was all done and dusted inside a half.
Substitution. Number 5 out. Number 8 in.
Will come off here for Greece. This is the first substitution of the entire game for Greece. Just waiting to confirm he's coming on. It is Grigorios Tatsis who will come on for Greece. Grigorios Tatsis with 3 goals yesterday. All 3 of those goals coming against Israel. It was a really good performance by Grigorios Tatsis in that game against Israel, which I'm sure will be remembered for a long time. It was a brilliant game. 6-6 in the end, 2 teams giving it everything. But at the moment, in this game, it's Greece who are dominating this match, and certainly in the second half. After a tight and tense affair in the first, Greece have removed the shackles, and Shatipantu has gone to work. Here is Almeida, who's coming to the left side now of the 3. Interestingly, João Mota de Sousa is in the centre of the Portugal 3. Here is Shatipantu. It's in again. That man is on fire. And Shatsipantu is edging closer and closer to Dylan Roper. Oh, it's in! Is it crossed the line?
Number 2 out.
It has.
Number 9 in.
And they've hit back Portugal. Well, that's their second goal of the half. And substitution here for Greece. Shatsipantu is going to come off.
Πάρε του χάρη. Άμυνα, εκεί.
Well, it was Alexander Almeida with that goal for Portugal. So the new player on for Greece, Charalampos Kourdakis, who's now on for Greece. The coach is just giving Shatsipantu a rest. And here is Kourdakis. Gregorios Tatsis. Now on the right side of the three for Greece. Going for the opposite corner. Comfortably saved by Thomas Delphine. And substitution here for Portugal. And now João Mota de Sousa. Mota de Sousa comes off. And he'll be replaced by number 8, João Aguilera de Sousa. So de Sousa for de Sousa in the final 2 minutes. Here is Delphine going through the centre. Comfortable block in the end by Skorman Poutis, who's been on from the start. Favoured ahead of Adriano Bezzani for this game in the centre of the court for Greece. Oh, quick response though from Almeida is blocked by Kourdakis. Now here is Gregorios Tatsis. Tatsis now with a stinging effort down the centre. Another good block by Almeida, who started the first game for Portugal against Russia yesterday. It's João Macedo, who was favoured in the centre this morning. Kourdakis now going for the opposite side and over the crossbar. Well, 2 efforts off target there from both sides. Here is De Sousa. As his effort blocked by Kourdakis. So, under a minute to go of this first game of day 2 here at the Pool B Goalball European Championships 2021 in Lahti in Finland. Stinging effort, that one from Thomas Delphine, that was blocked and pushed away. And it's going to be a ball over to Portugal, so they'll have another opportunity to throw here. And this one's goal bound, oh, but it's saved well in the end by Skorman Poutis, who has been solid for Greece in the centre today. Oh, good reply here from Almeida, but a good save match by Gregorios Tatsis, diving to his right, sliding along the floor. So as the second tick down to full time. Gregorius Tatsis an effort, and it's in. Gregorius Tatsis has his goal. His fourth of these championships.
Πολύ καλό. 15 δεύτερα. Δεν γίνεται όλα.
So 10 seconds remain. Chatsi with Kordakis, I should say. I'm so used to saying Chatsipatantu onto the left, but it's Kordakis, of course, who's out on the courts. And that is that in our first game of day 2 in the men's side of the competition. And a resounding win for Greece. It's the second time that they've got 10 goals or more in a game in these championships. Well, it was tight at half time, only 4-2 to Greece. Greece getting that goal just before the break, and it just opened the game up. But after the break in the second half, Greece, well, they were simply brilliant, and no small thanks to their main star, Chatsipatantu, who will be, I'm sure, competing top of the goal scoring charts come the end of these championships. What a start for Greece. What a start to day 2. And it's a win for Greece over Portugal by 12 goals to 4. Well, we'll move on to our second game of the day in about 20 minutes' time, and it'll be Sweden taking on Poland.